And joining us here on the pregame show on the HCTV live stream, it's Red Devils Jr., James Mongo. So James, this season got off to a good start, had a couple of setbacks, big win last week. What did last Friday's game do for you guys?
I mean, it was a big momentum boost. We had a rough two, but that really brought us all back together. You could tell, yeah.
James, what have you learned about this team so far?
I knew we'd be competitive going into the year. We got a lot of good players, but I mean, we really put it all together. We're playing as good as a team, and we're flying around.
What do you like best about this squad? As you mentioned, a lot of new players coming in. People had to find their roles, but what do you like best?
I mean, we're obviously not the biggest team, but I mean, I personally don't play defense, but especially on defense, everyone's flying to the ball. Everyone's trying to make a play.
And then offensively, we have a whole bunch of big play guys that are relatively new to the Central varsity. Talk about what it's like being a part of that group.
I mean, yeah, it's great. Just being able to make plays for the team. It's good. We got me, Nick Vasquez, Gio, all of us. Just anyone can make a play at any time.
And James, we've got homecoming today. How special is it to play at homecoming? We know there's going to be a lot of extra people, extra alums and family members and so forth.
The game itself, it's just another game to me. Like, just go out there, got to win.
And that was Red Devils Jr. James Mongo. Stay tuned for the Red Devils against East Brunswick.
It's an early start here, 4:30, and we got Red Devils football here on HCTV. The Red Devils coming off a win against Union 10-7, and they now look to go more than above 500 at 4-2 against the East Brunswick Bears at 1-4. I'm Brad Romano alongside Lucas. Lucas, Central's back home after a week break, and they're having an interesting test against East Brunswick, a team that's on a bad start, 1-4, but Central got a good win against Union 10-7. However, a very low-scoring game. Did not see a lot of offense. With a team against East Brunswick, we need to see that offense step up.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central is 3-2 on the year. They beat Union last week 10-7. Chella had 93 passing yards, including a 33 touchdown pass to Mongo. Valise had 45 rushing yards, but Hunterdon Central still lost to Bridgewater and Phillipsburg so far this season.
And we're going to take it down to Grace with Coach Ransone.
So I'm here with Coach Ransone. Coach Ransone, we know it's homecoming tonight. How do you think the atmosphere is going to be like here?
Our atmosphere is always great every week, so it's expected nothing less than a normal Friday night for us, even though it's on Saturday.
Yeah, awesome. Back to you.
And we're back here, good interview with Coach Ransone. So as we were saying, Central's coming into this game 3-2. An interesting start for the Red Devils. You start off with two very good wins against Northern Monroe and high scoring. You then lose a bad game against Peaburg. You lose a close game against Bridgewater, but now you're back above 500 against Union 10-7. A game-sealing field goal by a new kicker, Michael Lukaszewski, helped them win that game. Now they're against East Brunswick. East Brunswick is a team that's 1-4 in the season. They lost their most recent game to Old Bridge 31-7. Their only win comes against Hamilton West 34-7. So this is a team that's beatable. Obviously, you don't want to count out any team, but this is honestly a must-win for Central as well because you have Ridge next week, which is going to be very tough. This is a game where you need to win this, be 4-2, have the confidence going into Ridge.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central needs to step up when it comes to their offense and defense.
And we're going to take it back down.
And at this time, would everyone please rise and remember to remove all headwear for the playing of the national anthem by the award-winning Hunterdon Central Red Devils.
We're back here after the national anthem from the Central Marching Band, always doing a good job. But as we were saying, Lucas, this is a game that Central wants to win because since you're going into Ridge next week, you want to have all the confidence.
Yeah, last week, Hunterdon Central had a great win against, it was Union. Both Cella and Valise had great games. Cella had 93 passing yards. We hope to see more out of him. He's the junior starting quarterback with 655 passing yards on the season, 110 rushing yards, 9 passing touchdowns, including 1 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, we have Giovanni Valise. The kid can do it all. He has 449 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. He can also kick, and he plays defense. He is all over the place. He can do it all.
Yeah, Valise has really stepped up for the Red Devils. We saw the run game against Bridgewater was not terrible, but it looked much better against Union. So East Brunswick will start off. Leo Paniagua will kick it off, the other kicker for the Red Devils. And an interesting stat for Hunterdon Central is they are 3 linemen short. Tyler Suck, one of Central's best linemen, is out for the season. Tore his ACL. Very unfortunate. Kyle Etzier, unfortunately, will not be here this week, as well as AJ Mello. So 3 linemen. Losing that for Central is key. However, that's a position where they're very deep. They have lots of depth. So here we are, Central East Brunswick starting kickoff. East Brunswick will have it at about the 20, and out comes the East Brunswick offense led by quarterback Sean Christie, number 10, 568 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. However, does have 2 rushing touchdowns, so that TD to interception ratio isn't the best, but he can also run, so he's a dual threat guy. Watch out for some receivers. Felix Munoz, 216 catches, 3 touchdowns on the year. Has also got 20 tackles on defense. Gabriel Marquez, 9 catches for 159 yards. Running back is Farouk Tajuddin, 104 yards. So here we go. First offensive play coming up for East Brunswick. The ball is on the 16-yard line, first down. It's going to be a motion. Christie going to fake the handoff. He's going to run on his own. Oh, great run by Sean Christie, getting past multiple defenders. And wow, what a great first run for the quarterback. And like we said, that's a dual threat guy they have. Christie has 2 rushing touchdowns, so that's something Central's defense is going to need to watch out for.
And something we haven't mentioned yet is that he's a sophomore. I mean, young players are out there, sophomores, juniors. You like to see that, especially as a future for these football programs.
So a good run by Sean Christie to now have the ball from the 16 to the 37, a new set of downs once again. They faked the handoff to Dajoudine, had a lot of the defenders not knowing where they're going. So Mauricio Aquino, you see, is starting on defense, summing in for a lot of the injured players. It's going to be a handoff to Dajoudine. Flag is thrown. Not getting much there. There is a flag on the ground. We'll see what it is. And that's going to be a false start on the offense. So good for Central, backs East Brunswick up. And they stuffed that run game right there. And it seems that East Brunswick's run game has been struggling. In 4 games, Tajuddin has 104 yards. And in 4 games, you want to see more. So you have to expect the line to be really good with that run game. You have Edwin Sanchez out there, which is going to be a force of nature because he's going to get doubled a lot, leaving the other linemen to go out there. Quinn Fisher really stepped up last week for Union, having a sack in that game. Someone that's really not on the D-line doing that a lot, but when you have guys that are short, he's going to step up.
As you were saying, that running game, Tajuddin has 104 rushing yards on the year compared to Valise, who has 449 rushing yards.
So 1st and 15, and they're going to hands it off here to East Brunswick. A really good run. Pretty solid run to get them a couple yards. That was number 14, Felix Munoz, and that's one of those receivers that you got to watch out for. East Brunswick player has 3 touchdowns and 216 yards. So he's going to be very active in that offense. You saw that motion handoff to him right there, faked it to the running back, and that allowed them to get some yards and get some more yards and get them in better position. It's now 2nd and 6. It's a gain of 8. So much better positioning here. They had that 1 first down with Sean Christie. Got 3 receivers lined up all to the right. And they're going to motion Munoz once again. And that's going to be a flag, and that's going to be on East Brunswick once again. They're just moving way too early, and that just shows that this Central D-line perhaps is maybe giving that East Brunswick O-line a little bit of nerves, Lucas. So it's going to be 2nd and long. 2 false starts already for the Bears. Not what you want to see And if the Central D-line can keep doing that, we can see very big struggles coming from East Brunswick.
As you were saying earlier, Hunterdon Central's D-line is one of the best that you can see out there. We lost a couple players in the previous games. Hunterdon Central's defensive line has a lot of depth to it. I mean, every single guy out there on the bench and out on the field has that power to take down the quarterback as quickly as possible.
So 2nd and 11 now, loss of yardage. When it was 2nd and 6, you still see the 3 receivers. It's once again a motion to Munoz. They're going to fake the handoff, what they did last time. Here comes Christie. And Christie once again getting a first down. Big moves by Sean Christie. The same play works twice in their favor. Rushes twice, gets the first down twice. So great start for the quarterback, Sean Christie, so far. Had 75 rushing yards going into this game. Obviously has much more now. And that's a play that Central's going to need to stop because they've gotten it on first down twice. And if they keep doing that and they keep getting it, it's not going to look good. It's now first down for East Brunswick. It's going to be a handoff here. No, they're going to fake the handoff once again. Look at this. These fake handoffs just keep working for East Brunswick in their favor. Another great fake handoff. That's number 9, Ayush Meneni. He just got the first down, and they are keeping this motion fake handoff. It keeps working. Whistle blown here. That was a first down. Looks like a timeout was called. But yeah, Lucas, it's the same play 3 times. The first one we saw by a different player, but how did Central stop it?
Yeah, so East Brunswick, they definitely did their research on that play. Hunterdon Central, I feel like they have struggled with those fake handoffs so far in this season. East Brunswick definitely has used that a lot so far. They've used that to get the most yards. Best thing for Hunterdon Central to do is just be aware and spread out more.
Yeah, 100%. Got to spread out more. Yeah, and eventually, if they keep running this play, you have to think that Central can maybe eventually figure it out. But it's worked 3 times in their favor. That's another first down for East Brunswick. 8:57 left on the clock. The ball moved further. Ball's at the 40-yard line now. Christie in the offense. They're going to motion once again. There's Munoz. They're going to fake the handoff, and here goes Christie once again. And Sean Christie is lighting up the Red Devils defense early on this first quarter. And it's the same exact play that they've been doing. Maybe a little bit different of a concept, but they keep faking the handoff, and Christie just keeps moving. And that's another first down.
East Brunswick's been using a lot of variety when it comes to this play. They've been handing it off to everybody most of the time.
And it's actually a second out. Second and short. Either way, Christie has been able to just keep moving. Very short second down for the Bears. 2nd and 3 now. Same exact thing. Here's Christie. Goes down. And it's good. That's another first down. And it's just been working every time. You see Farouk Tajudeen, he's not really lined up like a running back. He's lined up like a defensive lineman before the snap. And I think if Central could start noticing that, maybe they can notice that this is just going to keep going a fake handoff to Christie. As a very long East Brunswick offensive drive, it's already about 7:40 left in this first quarter. So East Brunswick is chewing this clock down, and they're keep moving the chains.
Not a single passing play yet. Again, they've been using that fake handoff play to almost everybody on that offensive line.
Munoz motion to our right. Got 3 receivers there once again. And they're going to motion Munoz. He's going to move back. And it's going to be a handoff this time. No, it wasn't. Christie had it, but he was stuffed right there. You saw Quinn Fisher was right there to him. And Christie just fell down. And that's the first time that Central's really figured out that play. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because if Central can figure that out, maybe they'll stop.
They actually did hand that off. They handed that off to Munoz, and the ball came out. Christie was able to pick that up really quickly. And Quinn Fisher was right there, almost had the ball. That would have been big for the Red Devils.
Yeah, great eye, Lucas. And that was actually a fumble, and Christie picked that up right there. Yeah, Quinn Fisher still being right there. Good job by Christie to pick that up. That was a handoff to Dajunian, and Central's defense was all right there, getting right past the O-line, and that's going to be a problem, because if they can't get the passing game to work and they keep resorting to the run, The O-line's got to step up. So 2nd and 11 now was a fumble picked up by Christie. Munoz motion, and Christie's going to run once again. Going to get a couple yards. You see Quinn Fisher there, and he brings him right down. Good stop there by Fisher and the Red Devils, and you got 3rd down. It's 3rd and long. I don't know if they're going to resort to Christie once again.
It's been working this whole drive. Hunterdon Central definitely has the eye on Christie with that fake handoff, maybe even handing it off to somebody else. They've been handing it off to Munoz. Not a single passing play yet. Let's see if we can see it here.
Yeah, Christie has a 5-9 TD interception ratio, so has those TD passes, but also has those picks. So Central's secondary's really stepped up recently. Guys like Matt Smith and Casey Kingsley have been big guys in the secondary that have just improved over time. They can be big things in this game, considering the pass game for East Brunswick. It looks like a pass play here. See a lot of D linemen Central. Christie drops back, is going to hand it off and throw it off, and that's not going to be good. That was intended for number 26, Cam Vick. Does not work, so 4th down. Great job by the Red Devils. A very long drive for East Brunswick, but Central's eventually able to stop it. Now let's see if they go for it here.
That was Jesus Varquez. He almost actually had an interception there. He was able to bat it away. Be careful for Sean Christie. That was almost an interception. He has that 5-9 touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah, and look at this. The offense staying on the field. So it looks like they're going to go for it. Jesus Vargas, like you were saying, 25 tackles and 1 sack, a force to be reckoned with on that defense. Someone you need to watch out for. And this is interesting. It's a 4th and 7, long distance 4th down. Interesting to see if they go for it. No, interesting to see if they convert it while going for it here. 5:40 left. What's been a very long drive. Munoz gets motioned. He's going to drop back. And Munoz grabs it. Wow. Good play there. They motioned Munoz, was really able to get it. Farley did not really see him coming there. Wasn't there in time. Munoz able to catch it, and this long East Brunswick drive continues. They have been on offense the entire time, and their clock management has been working very well.
Interesting choice of play to go for it on 4th down with 11 yards to go. But in my opinion, I think that was the right idea because these kickers can't really kick it that far. It depends on the range that they have. They were out about at the 30-yard line. That's a really long field goal. Kind of have to go for it on 4th down there.
So now a new set of downs thanks to Munoz on the 1st down catch. Ball at the 18. He's going to fake the handoff twice. Christie's going to run, and he's got plenty of room. Still on his feet. Can he get there? No, he's just short. But a great run by Max Christie, the quarterback. He has been so mobile this entire game. He has just been so good for East Brunswick, and now they are at the 1 or 2 yard line, and they could just keep doing what they're doing. It looks like Christie's actually out right now, so this is going to be an interesting play call to see what they do at very short distance.
He got hit really hard there. I don't know if he got hurt or something, but he got hit really hard there out by, I think that was Jesus Vargas again. Great defensive play there just at the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yeah, he's at the 1 yard line, Christie. He had that only one pass play this entire offensive drive, so going to be very interesting to see what happens here. So whistle blown. Timeout called. East Brunswick calls a timeout, so interesting timeout call. Smart, you're at the 1 yard line. A very important play. You know, you still have more downs to go, but you want to get it right here. And this is going to be very interesting to see if East Brunswick can keep having this clock management because there's 4:21 left in the first quarter. Normally, both teams would have an offensive drive. Central hasn't. If East Brunswick can keep doing this and their defense can step up, we can see East Brunswick's offense on the field for pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, you said it, Brad. We still have 4 minutes and 21 seconds left, which is not a lot of time in the first quarter. East Brunswick really ran out the clock so far, especially with those running plays. The clock has run out. There's still plenty of time for Hunterdon Central to get the ball back, but not a lot of like I said, there was no time on offense for Hunterdon Central. Fans here are getting a little antsy. They're ready to see some touchdowns by Hunterdon Central.
So East Brunswick back on the field at the 1 yard line thanks to the Max Christie quarterback run. Yeah, and Christie's not in the game. It's Ayush in there. Oh, fumble in the ball. They picked it right back up. That's the second fumble for East Brunswick in this game. Thankfully, number 9, Ayush Maneni, was right there to pick it right back up, but that's worrying if you're the Bears because you have 2 fumbles already in just this first quarter, so you really got to hold on to that ball. So it's 2nd and goal now. Backed up a little bit, still in great positioning, the Bears. The ball's now only a yard back on the 2-yard line. In the same position the Bears are. Yeah, and Christie was not in on that play, so I'm not sure if he's hurt and got hit hard, or maybe they just don't want him in. Maybe they have a different game plan. It looks like they do have a different game plan. Ayush Maneni is the quarterback, and he's going to try QB sneak. They're going to try to push him in. Can they get him in? He's still on his feet. And I don't think he got it. No, he did not. So great job by Central's defense at the 2-yard line. They are really stepping up. A fumble and a denied quarterback sneak allows a 3rd and goal here. And if Central can get 2 more stops, that can be huge. It's now 3 minutes left to play in this first quarter. The ball did get moved to the 1-yard line, so a 1-yard gain there for Maneni. Yeah, once again, Max Christie not in this game. Sean Christie, excuse me. So 3rd and goal here. The ball at the 1-yard line. It was a failed quarterback sneak on the last play. Here's Maneni at the quarterback. He's going to try to hand it off, but look at Edwin Sanchez, the big boy, stopping that right there. He went right into him, and now it's 4th and goal. Central's defense stepping up crazy, and what looked like they were not doing good the entire drive, they're stepping up when it matters most on the goal line. The ball is still on the 1-yard line, so East Brunswick needs 1 yard. You'd think that's easy, but Central's D-line is making it very hard for them. 2 minutes here. Lucas, what do you think the play call is here?
I think they're going to do it again. I mean, they could go for the push again, but then you have the other guys on the defensive line. You have Edwin Sanchez and Quinn Fisher, the big guys that are going to push and push. They've already done that 3 times, maybe a 4th if they do it again. You wonder if Hunterdon Central is going to see that sneak play again.
Minute and 40. 4th and goal. 1-yard line, East Brunswick. It's a motion to Munoz. Trying to throw it, and it's a sack for the Red Devils. How about the Red Devils getting a sack on 4th and goal in what looked like a drive that was never going to end? Central's defense steps up, and East Brunswick is scoreless after a 11-minute long drive. Central's defense, Quinn Fisher, Edwin Sanchez stepping up huge, Lucas, and that is big. East Brunswick pretty much had that whole drive to score, and they failed to do it.
As we were saying, Sean Christie, he moved all the way down the field with those sneaks, with those fake pass-offs, and it was able to move up all the way to the 1-yard line. We thought that was going to be a touchdown, but again, that Hunterdon Central defense stepped in. East Brunswick here.
Yep, so now here's Central's offense, and they're headlined by quarterback junior Drew Chella. You got Valiz as the running back, Mongo and Vasquez, some good receivers. First play, a handoff to Valiz, gets past one defender, doesn't get much there. Drew Chella on the year has been pretty solid. His first year starting varsity has 655 passing yards and 9 touchdowns going into this game. Also has a rushing touchdown, 4 interceptions, and 9-to-4 ratio. And then you also got Giovanni Valiz. He's got 449 yards, like you've been saying, and 4 touchdowns. He's also made 5 2-point conversions. It's now 2nd down here, a minute left to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 8, gain of 2 for Valiz. They're going to hand it off once again. And Valiz not going to get much, so good job by the Bears defense. And Central's a very run-heavy team on offense. They're going to hand it off to Valiz, and if it keeps working, they're going to keep doing it. However, they have a pass game. They have guys like Mongo and Vasquez. Mongo's a big, deep threat. He can get wide open in deep range, and a deep shot to him can result in a touchdown. You have Vasquez, who can be very elusive. Good dynamic of receivers. 30 seconds, 3rd and 6. There's another gain of 2 for Valiz. Chella's going to fake the handoff. Pass is going to be caught here. Isn't enough for a first. Looks like it will be enough for a first down. Great job there. That was James Mongo. James Mongo, a guy that we talked about, has had a really, really good season. 349 yards, 20 catches, and 5 touchdowns. Is enough for a first down. A short slant, but it worked. And with that, it looks like that will be it for the first quarter. So a first quarter that saw a very long drive from East Brunswick does not work. Central gets it back, and we are scoreless, and we'll be right back. And we're back here, second quarter action. Central has it on the offense, 1st and 10, ball at the 20. It's going to be a toss to Giovanni Veliz. Jukes past one defender, gets past another. Good run by Veliz to make it 2nd and short. But Lucas, in that first quarter, it was all East Brunswick offense, so you'd think it's 7-0, but it's not, because the Central defensive line was the reasoning for it being scoreless, came up huge on that goal line.
Yeah, and also Hunterdon Central's, their defense was able to step in, but it wasn't because of East Brunswick's running game. They were running the whole way down the field. That's why Hunterdon Central had no time on the clock during the first quarter.
2nd and 4, ball at the 26 after a Veliz run. It's going to be a toss on the other side this time. Veliz gets past one and gets about 3 yards. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and short. And you have to think they're going to hand it off to Veliz again. Oh, no, that's a 1st down, so great run by Veliz. That was very short. Could have went either way, but it's a 1st down, and Veliz doing a great job doing what he's been doing the entire season. 1st and 10 to 30 now. Second quarter just starting, only a minute in. It's going to be a toss to handoff to Veliz, and Veliz only a couple. Good job by the Bears defense. And we've only seen one pass attempt so far. It was a slant to Mongo. And we have to think that that's what's going to keep happening. We're not going to see many passes if Veliz can keep getting these 1st downs.
As we were saying, Cella had 655 passing yards on the season, which is pretty good for a starting quarterback. As a junior, you wonder if he's going to hand off to Veliz a lot more.
Now Cella's going to step back for a pass. He's under pressure. He's going to run it. Flag is down. Goes out for only a couple. There is a flag on the play here. We'll see who it's on. And that's a holding for the Red Devils. So we saw 2 holding plays for the Bears. This time Central's going to have it. And that's not what you want, because you had a little good thing going. They were going short down the field, but they were getting the yards that they needed. And now it's a little bit worse. No, it's much worse than they had it. 10:18 left. They will be backed up. So 2nd and 19, loss of 10 due to the holding play by the Red Devils. Wouldn't have been a 1st down anyway, but still big loss. The ball's on the 31 now. They're motioning Mongo. They got 3 on the left. Cella drops back, and Vasquez got it all. It looks like maybe he got there for a sec, but a big 1st down play by Nick Vasquez. We've seen on those plays where he can just burst through and get a touchdown. This time, though, could not get it, but a big 1st down for the junior Nick Vasquez, and they move the chains.
Nick Vasquez and James Mongo, the 2 biggest wide receivers on the team. Mongo had 349 receiving yards, and Vasquez had a lot. Vasquez, great play there, moving up the chains and getting more yards on the season.
Ball's at the 41 now. It's going to be a fake handoff. Cella under pressure, and he's going to get it off. Mongo gets the 1st. Wow, what a great play by Cella. He had a lineman right there pretty much blocking his view, slings it out to Mongo for a great play. Yeah, and that just shows how good Cella is as a dual-threat quarterback. He can run, and he shows it there. Great mobile quarterback that can get it. So 9:30 now. They're not wasting time. Cella's going to snap back. He has pressure once again, avoids the sack. He's going to deep shot, and look at Mongo wide open, and he grabs it for the Central touchdown. James Mongo, 6 touchdowns on the year now. He's a big, deep threat, and right there proved it. 6-0 Hunterdon Central. James Mongo steps up twice, and the Red Devils are on the board. Great play by James Mongo. Right there, wide open. Cella was under pressure once again, avoids the sack, and boom, Central goes up 6-0. Now the extra point. Leo Peniaco will be on it. This will make it 7-0. Extra point is up and good for Peniagua, so a huge play there for the Red Devils. Cella and Mongo, that connection has been thriving the entire season, and it thrives once again. The deep play to Mongo for a 7-0 start for the Red Devils.
What a great play there, especially by Cello. Cello was under pressure there, had no time at all, had a great eye on Mongo. He was wide open out in the outfield. Mongo, great grab there, able to bring it in for a great 6 points, including that extra point by Leo Peniagua. 7 points up on the board, 9:23 left in the first half. Hunterdon Central 7-0.
And that's just unfortunate for East Brunswick because you were on the 1 yard line, and this could have been a 7-7 game, maybe 7-0 if they got the touchdown, but it's not. Now it's 7-0 Central, and East Brunswick's got to respond. They had a good drive going. Christie was moving, but you got to think that Central's going to figure that out. You keep doing the same play over and over again, and eventually it should not work. So Paniagua will be on the kickoff. 9:23, still a lot of time left in the second quarter. East Brunswick will have it now. Kickoff's up for East Brunswick. It's going to be caught for a return here. And he's still moving. Look at East Brunswick. Great kickoff return for the Bears. That was number 24, Gabriel Marquez, a great receiver as well. In that sense, East Brunswick up in great field position around the midfield to have them a little bit more easier.
As East Brunswick is coming back on the field, Brad, you wonder whether Sean Christie is going to go back to the fake passing game or if he's going to go to the passing game where he's throwing it deep down the field. We haven't seen that at all from him today.
Yeah, we have not seen any passes from Sean Christie besides that one play that got a first down for Munoz, but we'll see if he can sling it like Chella just did right there. They're in good field positioning, the ball on the 43-yard line, so they only have a little bit more half than field to go. Christie is going to hand it off here, and a good run there for the running back Farouk Tajuddin to move the chains. And it's a first down. So, yeah, the run for Farouk Tajuddin gets a good first down for the Bears. We did not see the running back get much action. It was really just Christie running it. So that's really the first handoff for the actual running back. Gets the first down. Good play.
Tajuddin hasn't seen a lot of action so far in the season. He's at 104 rushing yards. That's not a lot compared to Valise, who's had 449 rushing yards, including today.
So it's a first down, ball at the 45-yard line after a successful run by Tajuddin. See number 11, Nathan Charleston, is coming in and out for East Brunswick. A whistle blown. And East Brunswick calls a timeout. Yeah, I kind of expected that timeout because Nathan Charleston, number 11, was coming off the field and coming back on. A bit confusion there, so I think the Bears want to talk things over. I believe that was their third timeout of the half.
Interesting because there's still 8:27 left on the clock.
Yeah, so a timeout called by East Brunswick. They want to talk things over. Yeah, and Lucas, big play for Central, obviously, on that last touchdown with James Mongo. And East Brunswick's secondary is going to really need to step up because when you have two receivers that can make plays like that, it could get ugly.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central, the defense definitely stepped up on that last drive that East Brunswick had with those 4 defensive stops with the defensive line. You want to see that again, especially when you have the secondary coming out, maybe not as much experience, but Hunterdon Central wants to step up here on defense.
Yeah, 100%. 8:27, ball in the 45. See Sean Christie not at quarterback right now. It's going to be a handoff to Tajuddin, and it's only going to get a couple there. Good stop by the Red Devils. That was Ayush Maneni. It seems like they're subbing in Christie and Maneni at quarterback, but Maneni's not really throwing the ball. Maneni's more there for handing it off and running. Christie runs too, but he can also throw. So it's an interesting double quarterback strategy that the Bears have going for them. Second and 9, now only gain of 1 by Tajuddin. And then he's coming back in. Not sure if he's coming in for quarterback or skill position, but he's coming back into the game. Yeah, and he's coming in for quarterback once again. So Christie not in. 7:40 left to play in the second. Oh, and that's going to be a false start in the Red Devils. You see Quinn Fisher jumping there, as well as another Red Devils. That's going to keep the chains moving for East Brunswick on their side. Just not what you want if you're Hunterdon Central, because the defense was playing very well. But with that, East Brunswick moves. Yeah, offsides. Jump too early. Still second down, but it's a 2nd and 4 now. It's a gain of 5 for the Bears. The ball's in the 44 now after the offside from the Red Devils. They motion to Munoz, and they're going to fake it. Maneni's going to run, and he's going to get the first down. Number 9, Ayush Maneni, gets the first down, and we've just been seeing quarterbacks scrambling the entire game for East Brunswick, and it's mainly worked. Central can't really stop it, even though they've been doing it. They stopped it on the goal line, but when it comes to the main part of the fields, they're having trouble.
The only portion of the defense Hunterdon Central has really been great at so far in this game was when the quarterback is handing it off to the running back and just moving up the field. Hunterdon Central has struggled with that handoff and the fake handoffs. Hopefully they can get it down in with 6:40 left in the first half.
So 6:30 left. Maneni motions Munoz. They're going to hand it off here to Tajudeen. Tajudeen only gets a couple. Good stuff there by the Red Devils. And the Red Devils' run defense when it comes to running back has been absolutely phenomenal. And it's mainly because you have so many good linemen where you can't really double any of them, because if you double one guy, another guy's going to feed. You double that guy, the other guy's going to feed. So they're all single blocking with Edwin Sanchez and Quinn Fisher and many others, and that's allowing them to just power through that offensive line. So 2nd and 8, that was a gain of 2 by Tajudeen.
Maneni coming back onto the field. Still haven't seen Christie on this drive. I still think that he got really hurt bad, or at least the wind got knocked out of him on that last drive when he was able to get up to the 1-yard line.
5:30 now left in this quarter. And a flag blown once again. That's going to be a false start, and it's going to be on the Bears. So the Bears move back now. A lot of flags we've seen in this first half. The Bears have had a couple, and all of their flags have mainly been from the false starts, and that's not what you want, because it seems that every time as East Brunswick something going good for them, it just stops. So 2nd and 13, that's a loss of 5 for the Bears. That backs them up to the 34. Still have Maneni at quarterback. We have not seen Maneni throw yet. Maneni's going to run on his own and only get about 2. Another good play by the Red Devils. And if Christie really is hurt, Lucas, that's not good if you're the Bears, because Maneni hasn't thrown once. So maybe they don't trust his throwing skills enough to have him sling it. And when you don't have a passing game, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, that's a perfect representation. I mean, Maneni, he hasn't thrown once. You don't expect to see it, really. I can't imagine Hunterdon Central is picturing him throwing very far, at least. Maybe a short pass or 2. But Maneni hasn't thrown far. I don't expect him to.
Yeah, and as we go back, we had Christie on that big rush, and he just did not – he got hit really hard. So 3rd and 12, that was only a gain of 1. And it's going to be a screen pass here for East Brunswick, but they're not going to get anything. Big stop there for the Red Devils. That was number 11, Nathan Charleston, but did not get anything. Big stop by Hunterdon Central. It was number 2 for the Red Devils. So big stop, 4th down now, 3:50 left to go. East Brunswick has long distance, and their offense is staying on the field. Very interesting. They went for it last time. They did convert on a pass of Munoz, but this is even back further. That was 4th and 7 the last time they converted. This is 4th and 12. So, Lucas, it's much harder.
We've said it once. We've said it again. Here's Maneni back on the field. he threw that screen pass. That's one of the first that he's thrown so far. I don't picture him throwing it out very far, but it could happen, Brad.
Yeah, you got 3 receivers left on the right. It's going to be a pass, and it's going to be caught. Did he get it? It's very short. I don't know if he did. Yeah, and he did not get it. Wow, so a big stop. It was a very short stop, but all that matters is that he did not get it. East Brunswick fails. Felix Munoz was on the grab there. He converted the last time, but he didn't this time. So now the Red Devils offense goes back onto the field, and this is big because there's 3:14 left. They have the ball at halftime, and they have plenty of time to score once again. So they can potentially be seeing a 14-0 lead here. So South Central's offense coming back on. The last time we saw the Central's offense was very good. Valise in the run game, but the big play was Drew Cella avoiding the sack. Deep shot to Mongo, converted to a touchdown. The extra point making it 7-0. Handoff to Valise. Valise gets past many. Good spin move for a couple. Good run by Valise. We've been seeing Valise just get these small runs, but they're just working. It's simple but effective. It makes Central move the chains. They might not get a first down out of it, but it just makes it shorter yardage for Central to convert. Clock keeps ticking. Central still in the field. 2nd and 5, 5-yard gain for Valise. It's a toss to Valise on our left. Good juke move, gets past multiple, and a great first down for Valise. Shifty with the ball, just getting past so many defenders, and that allows for a first down.
Hunterdon Central definitely using Valise as their advantage. Cella hasn't thrown a lot except for that Mongo pass. You wonder if he's going to throw again. Mongo could get open again. Maybe even Vasquez, the two best wide receivers on the team this year.
So now first down, 2:20 left to play. Cella's going to hand it all to Valise. Valise has plenty of green ahead of him. Jukes past the defender. Great run for Giovanni Valise. He's been on fire this offensive drive, and he gets another first down for the Red Devils. Great run by Valise to move the chains. And the Red Devils offense will continue here. And once again, Valise is just getting a workload. We can't get much there. That was a very long drive, but there is a flag, 2 flags thrown on the field. So 2 flags thrown. Valise did not get much on that run there. There's 2 flags thrown, so it looks like that might be a personal foul on either team as the refs are talking things over. This is a big flag if it's on Central, moves them back, and it's big if it's on East Brunswick and moves Central forward. By the looks of it, it's going to be on East Brunswick because East Brunswick is moving back even more.
That's big for the Red Devils with just under 2 minutes left. Still plenty of time to score a touchdown, but now Hunterdon Central has that breathing room, especially since they moved up to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, so that was on East Brunswick when Valise was on that run. That's East Brunswick defender right there. Grabbed him a little too hard. So now Central is on the 35-yard line now. No, more than the 35-yard line, but they had to move the chains nonetheless to make it a first down. So 19-yard line now. Big gain for the Red Devils. And they're going to toss it to Valise. Valise gets past multiple. And another great run by Valise, staying on his feet. He has been working the entire offensive drive, and they have not passed once on this drive. It's been all Valise. He's getting a workload, lots of carries, but nothing is stopping him. That's another first down. No, it's a second down, 2nd and short for the Red Devils. Nonetheless, a great run. And they're not stopping. 1:30 now. 2nd and 1. Short 2nd down. This time it's a pass. It's a screen pass here to Vasquez. Vasquez gets past defenders. And did he get it? He did get it. Nick Vasquez on the screen pass gets a touchdown to go up 13-0. He is so shifty with it, just getting past defenders, jukes the one guy, and grooves through and get the touchdown. 13-0. Vasquez and Mongo both on the board for the Red Devils.
East Brunswick's defense was definitely expecting another pass off to Valise. Valise was working that whole drive, working down the clock with 1 minute and 22 left on the clock now. Vasquez, that athleticism just to push his way into the end zone was amazing.
Extra point here is Leo Peniagua. This will make it 14-0. Extra point is up, and that is good. A 14-0 lead for the Red Devils with only 1 minute and 22 left. East Brunswick, they have to get something here, Lucas, because Central's offense has been on the field twice, and both times they've been on, they've converted. So Central's offense is not going to stop. And if you're East Brunswick, you need something, because Central has the ball at halftime as well.
Yeah, and the fact that Sean Christie is out, well, you wonder if he's going to go back in again for the secondary. The secondary has struggled so far, just passing it off to the running back. You wonder if he's going to throw, or maybe even Christie comes back into the game, give that East Brunswick offense its spark that it needs.
Yeah, there's only 1 minute and 22 left, and I believe that East Brunswick has used all 3 of their timeouts in this first half, and that's not good because this is the time where you need those timeouts with minimal time left when you're on offense. Now that you don't, they're going to have to spike the ball. They're going to have to go in no-huddle formation. So the kickoff here by Leo Peniagua. Kickoff's up. Low kickoff here. And is it going to go back? It will for a touchback. Scary there. Perhaps it could have stopped the 1 and 2 for East Brunswick. But they get a touchback, so ball at the 25-yard line. Out comes the East Brunswick Bears offense once again. So we'll see if Christie's here. So the ball's in 25 due to a touchback. And it doesn't look like Christie's in there once again. Yeah, he's not. Maybe he is. Either way, the Bears offense out on the field at the 20-yard line. Got 1 minute and 22 to work with. We'll see what they can do. Have not been throwing the ball that deep. Only really threw it once or twice, and it's not really worked for them at all.
As we were saying before, Maneni's coming back out onto the field for East Brunswick's offense.
Yeah, Maneni is the quarterback still, so Christie's still not in. 1st and 10, the ball's at the 20. They're going to hand it off here. And it's not going to get enough. Tajudeen, only a couple there. Have no timeout, so the clock's going to keep moving. They got to hurry up. The clock's already down to 1 minute and 10.
Hunterdon Central in great shape going into halftime if the clock is to run out. They just need to work down the clock and make sure that East Brunswick does not catch them off guard.
So 1 minute, 2nd down. Maneni's going to run with it. Gets past 1, but once again, not enough. Clock's still going. They got to hurry. Oh, that was a 1st down, actually, Maneni. So gets past defenders and gets the 1st down. However, they have no timeouts, and they're not in any no-huddle formation. The clock's at 30 seconds, so I think East Brunswick is going into this knowing there's not enough time. We have no timeouts. Let's just run out the clock, and we got to play better defense. Because they're still not doing anything. So the most we'll probably see here is a run. They could kneel it, or they could just not do anything. The clock's still ticking. We're in the final 15 seconds.
East Brunswick in no rush here to get a play started.
Looks like they're just going to run this out. Don't think they're trying to get anything. They don't have any timeouts, so that's going to do it most likely for the 2nd quarter. And that will show a very fast-paced game. East Brunswick does not get anything after the stoppage on the 4th and goal. James Mongo and Nick Vasquez both getting huge touchdowns for the Red Devils. The Red Devils defense has stepped up. The offense has looked good. They're going into half 14-0. Still have 2 more quarters of football. Stay tuned.
From Lorenzo Neal. Ron Rivers sweep right. Great cut. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. It's a foot race. 20, 10, Another touchdown for Rivers and the Dogs. First half, Bulldogs driving, leading 52-7. Naked bootleg for Barsodu. Touchdown!
A la John Elway on Monday Night Football.
And joining us here at halftime is Red Devil senior Tyler Farley. So Tyler, you were coming off a serious injury last year. How do you feel about how the way this season's going and what your mindset was coming from last year into this year?
I mean, yeah, it was really tough to bounce back. It was a tough injury, torn ACL, but I mean, this year I really believe that I've taken a step, and I believe that we're playing really well, and I think that since we're gonna win today and we're gonna finish it off.
Tyler, is there a certain perspective you get when you have to sit out a whole season? It's tough watching from the sidelines. What did you learn during that time?
So the whole time I was up in the booth with Coach Connell, just watching all the plays, honestly. So I think it was a really good learning experience. It sucked to be off the field, but I mean, I got to learn a lot more than I would have if I was like not at the eye in the sky. So it helped me out a lot, I feel.
So now it's senior year for you, your last go-round here as a Red Devil. What's that feel like so far, knowing that the days are starting to wind down a little bit?
Yeah, so I mean, make the best out of every opportunity you can. I mean, senior could be the last time taking the pads off on your last game. Just make the best out of it. Try your hardest every practice, try your hardest every game.
What has that whole experience, that journey as a Red Devil been like for you?
It's been great. I mean, this has been like the greatest time of my life being here and playing football for the Red Devils. Honestly, like my favorite thing to do. I look forward to practice every day, and I just really hope we get to play a lot more games.
Red Devil senior Tyler Farley, thank you for joining us at halftime.
And good evening, everyone. And welcome to this year's homecoming celebration, homecoming court celebration. Every year for homecoming, we honor our seniors who have exemplary participation in the school community. The students here tonight at the center of Stewart Memorial Field were nominated based on their contributions to the school, their academic excellence, and overall positive disposition. Student Council is pleased to announce our 2024 homecoming court. Our court includes nominees Suva Skurba, Hayden Brandt, Diana Avasinghe, Kendra Di Liberta, Alana Mejias Estremera, Elle Bischoff, Ryan Miller,
He's gonna win.
and Elizabeth Hitchcock. Our nominees are escorted tonight by their families. Thank you all for your contributions to our Hunterdon Central community. And now, the winners of our 2024 homecoming court, voted in by the Hunterdon Central School, are Ryan Miller and Hayden Brandt. And once again, congratulations to Ryan Miller and Hayden Brandt. Please continue our homecoming celebrations with us at 7 o'clock at the homecoming dance in the Commons. Tickets are $15 and can be purchased at the door. Hope to see you there. And at this time, to all spectators at today's event, please know that the practice field is not allowed to be loitered in. And if you leave the premises of this facility, there will be no re-entry. Once again, no loitering behind the press box on the practice field. And if you leave the premises, there will be no re-entry. Thank you. And for today's halftime performance, it's the award-winning Hunterdon Central Marching Red Devils.
So, Coach, up 14-0 at the half. What is the key to keeping this momentum going?
We have to do a better job playing gap sound, disciplined football, because what they're doing offensively isn't something that we normally see. So there was just a couple adjustments we had to make there with our gap integrity, and I think we have that fixed, and we'll be fine.
Awesome. Back to you.
Thanks.
We're back here for second half coverage. It's the Hunterdon Central Red Devils and the East Brunswick Bears high school football, and it is a 14-0 lead for the Red Devils going into the third quarter. In the first quarter, we saw a drive from East Brunswick that lasted the entire first quarter, but Central stuffed them on the goal line. A deep shot to Mongo and a screen pass to Vasquez has allowed them to go up 14-0. And Lucas, this is what you want if you're the Red Devils. They've only had 2 offensive drives, but in those 2 offensive drives, they've looked phenomenal.
Yeah, this is what you want to see as a Hunterdon Central team, especially on the defensive half. We saw that one drive by East Brunswick. They moved it all the way down to the 1-yard line and was able to stop them 4 times, get that 4 times, and was able to get the ball back. Hunterdon Central able to get that Mongo touchdown because of that. Hunterdon Central fantastic on defense. Again, on offense, we had two touchdowns. We had one by Mongo, one by Vasquez. Vasquez, that great athletic play, and Mongo wide open, able to go all the way down the field. East Brunswick had that one drive. They just ran the ball. That's why that first half was really quickly over with, was because of the run game. Both teams used the run game to their advantage, especially Hunterdon Central using Giovanni Valise for lots and lots of rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, and as for East Brunswick, Sean Christie, the quarterback, has not played the entire second half, and if he's still out, that's going to hurt them. Backup Ayush Maneni has not thrown the ball at all. Besides that one play or two plays where he didn't get much, but he can't really sling it down, it seems. So if Christie's out, that really hurts East Brunswick's offense in total. We'll see if Christie's back for the second half.
It is key for this East Brunswick offense to get Christie back if he can. Christie was the reason why East Brunswick was able to move down the field so much. Their offense was key because of him. Once Maneni went in as the secondary, we're not sure why Christie went out. We're sure that he had a big hit there when they had that long drive in the first quarter. We're not sure why he's out completely, but Maneni struggling out there on offense, not able to move the ball down the field, handing it off almost every single play.
Yeah, we'll be back for a second for the kickoff. Wait, you didn't drink out of that, right?
Huh?
What, you did?
What?
Did you drink out of that?
No.
Oh, okay. So kickoff here will be from East Brunswick, and the return will be for Hunterdon Central. Obviously, Central starts off with the ball this half. This is a big opportunity for Hunterdon Central. This can get them up 21-0 if they score here. So we await East Brunswick kicking it off. Still awaiting the East Brunswick kickoff, but it's a 14-0 lead. Once again, Mongo and Vasquez both having touchdowns. Central is 3-2 on the season, 0-2 in the Big Central American Silver, so a win would get them above another game of 500 at 4-2. A win for East Brunswick would make them 2-4. So now East Brunswick will kick it off, and we are set for second half coverage. Hunterdon Central Red Devils, East Brunswick Bears. And it's picked up by the Red Devils for the return here. And they're stopped at about the 33, and it's a fumble. It looks like an East Brunswick is signaling that they have it. Did they get the fumble? It looks like they did. Wow, what a play to start off. The East Brunswick Bears will have it. There is a player down for Hunterdon Central, though, is getting back up. I believe that's Tyler Farley. It is. But it looks like Farley fumbled, and that allows East Brunswick to get the ball and potentially go 14-7. That's not what you want at all if you're the Red Devils. You could have easily went up 21-0, went down the field, but now a fumble cost them big time, and East Brunswick will go back on. So see if Sean Christie is on the field, and it doesn't look like he is. He's still not on. It looks like, no, he is back on, so that is huge for East Brunswick. Not only do you get the fumble, but you get your starting quarterback back in Sean Christie. Now it looks like maybe you can open up the throwing game a little bit. Ball's on the 25 for the Bears after the Tyler Farley fumble. They motion Munoz. And they're going to hand it off for a couple. That was Farouk Tajudeen. Had a little bit of yards in the first half. And yeah, Lucas, now that Christie's back in, maybe you can see the throwing game a little more.
Yeah, during that first half, you didn't see a lot of throwing from Christie, and especially when with the secondary, when he went in, there was no throwing at all from him. He had maybe one receiving play, but nothing on the throwing half of East Brunswick Bears.
So that's a 5-yard gain for Farouk Tajudeen. And a whistle blown. No timeout is signal. It looks like there might be a flag on the play. Not 100% sure what's going on at the moment. And it's going to be a flag, and it's going to be on East Brunswick. Not exactly sure what the flag is, but someone on East Brunswick obviously did something to allow a penalty. So good for Central. It backs East Brunswick up. You know, they had the flag, they had good field position, still have good field position, but just backed up a little more.
It looked like a false start there, Brad. Really late call there by the refs, though.
Yeah, late call, nothing really, no flag thrown out or anything, just a whistle blown. But that backs up East Brunswick, 2nd and 11 now. So a loss of 5 for the Bears. Ball's on the 26 now. Second and 11. Just about a minute gone by in this first minute of the third quarter. And another whistle blown here. They're not throwing flags, but it's going to be a penalty. Interesting, they're not throwing a flag, so it's hard to see if it's really a penalty there. Nonetheless, it's going to be. The refs are talking things over. It's the second penalty in a row on this drive, so a slow start to this third quarter. They're waving off the flag, so no flag. Interesting there. Blew the whistle, but they did not see enough, so it's going to remain 2nd and 11. So 2nd and 11 after a flag that was not called. Christie's going to look back. Pass here is not going to be caught. It was intended for number 24, Gabriel Marquise. Marquise didn't turn around enough in time. Matt Smith was on the coverage there. So 3rd and 11, that was one of the first deep, not really deep, but long passes for Max Christie in this game, and it's incomplete. And we've seen East Brunswick go for it on 4th down both times on the drive, so you have to think if they don't get this, they can have the confidence in the offense and perhaps go for it again. Third and 11, 10-23, ball to 26. Christie drops back. He's going to try to run for it, but he's going to go down, and that's a sack for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Multiple defenders going in there, and that will be a 4th and long for the Bears. The Central D-line has been coming up clutch the entire game, and it's coming up clutch once again. So now a 4th down and long for the Bears.
It appears that sack made by number 76,
Preston Szymanski on the sack. Szymanski, that is his 5th sack of the year. Szymanski, his junior, has another year. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Stepped up for someone that went away for the team. And look at this. They're staying on the field, 4th and 15. Very interesting call for the Bears. If they don't get this, that's going to cost them big time. But the ball's on the 31, 4th and 15 after the Preston Szymanski sack. Christie's going to drop back. Pressure coming. Deep ball, and that is no good. Nowhere near. That was intended for number 2, the running back Farouk Tajudeen. Could not get it. Nope, that was not number 2. That was number 24, excuse me. Gabriel Marquise. Either way, incomplete. And yet, Lucas, very interesting call. You are so far, 4th and 15, and you go for it. What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't know if it was the right call or not. We haven't seen a lot from the kicker of East Brunswick. If they were to go for that with the kick, we're not sure what his range would be. Maybe the right call. It depends on the kicker's range.
Yeah, interesting call there. I mean, obviously, it's very long for high school. That would have been a 40-something yard field goal, so you got to have a good kicker. But, yeah, no, like you said, I mean, just maybe seeing if they can get anything. But now Central, 9:29 left to play. They've been on offense twice. They scored twice. They're looking to score 3 times while being on offense 3 times. 1st and 10, the ball's on the 31 where it left off. They fake the toss. Cella tries to run for it, but he gets absolutely stuffed there by the Bears defense. That's number 66, George Kroestwitz. 25 tackles on the year. Make that 26 and perhaps more. That's 2nd down here.
A fake toss there from Cella. Almost if he was going to run for it again, but the East Brunswick defense was just ready for him. If he was to throw it off to Valise again, he probably would have gotten more yards out of that.
Clock's ticking, 9 minutes now. It's a loss of 2 from Cella. Cella, he's going to hand it off to Valise. Valise gets past a couple, but a big stop there for the Bears. Multiple defenders come in for the stop, so now it's 3rd and long, and you got to think they're going to open up the pass game here. Cella has opened up the pass game a couple times. He had that deep ball pass to Mongo. He has 2 passing touchdowns in this game. The other, the screen pass to Vasquez. So already with 2 passing touchdowns, definitely you can open the passing game up, try to get Mongo in that deep game like he's been doing.
Yeah, look for that wide receiver duo, Nick Vasquez and James Mongo. The 2 best wide receivers on the team have a total of a ton of yards. Don't need exacts for that one.
3rd and 12, gain of nothing on the Valise run. Cella drops back. It's a deep ball to Mongo once again, and he couldn't get it. Oh, barely did not connect with Mongo. We saw that deep threat earlier in the game. He had a look, just an incomplete pass, a little bit overthrown, but barely. Really almost had that, but did not get it, and that's a big break for the Bears. Going up 21-0 would not be ideal at all for East Brunswick, so this allows the punt team to come out. Valise, the punter, the first time Central's punted all game, Lucas.
The first punt of the game we've seen from both teams, really. Both teams, East Brunswick, they've had to go for it on 4th down since they've made it so far downfield. Hunterdon Central score touchdowns. They've had 2 touchdowns on the day. No need to really punt. Here's the first punt today, and of course, it's by Giovanni Valise, the running back and defensive player.
Punts up by Valise. It's a short punt here, right at the midfield. And they're not going to fair catch it. They're going to return it, and that's down at about the 50. So once again, good field positioning for the Bears. Their offense is going to come back out, led by Sean Christie at quarterback. They were very close to getting a touchdown in the first quarter. This could be a 14-7 game, but it's not. 14-0. They got a big break off the incomplete deep threat with Mongo. So now they got to score here. I think this is a possession where if East Brunswick doesn't score, Central can run away with this. So the ball's at the 49. 1st and 10, 7:49 to work with. Christie motions Munoz. It's a handoff to Dajudi, and he gets nothing. He's stuffed there by the Red Devils defense. And a good stop there. The Central D-line, once again, is just doing what it's been doing and being a force to be reckoned with. You know, last week against Union, they only allowed them 1 touchdown and make it 7-0. And right now, East Brunswick is scoreless. You know, you saw those 2 weeks of football where the defense struggled. They had 35 against Petersburg, 28 against Bridgewater. Now it's nothing, 14-0. The defense has really improved as these last couple 4 weeks have been. So a gain of only 1 by Dejudian. Christie drops back. Pass is going to be incomplete. Had Munoz right there. I believe he dropped that. So now a 3rd and 9 for the East Brunswick Bears. That's not what you want, Lucas, because you had Munoz wide open there for a pass. Could have ran and got more. Now it's 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9 from the same positioning. Nope, it's 49 now to 50. Gain of 1 on the 2nd down from Tajudian. They need 9 more to go. Would not be surprised if this isn't the last offensive play if they don't convert. And they're going to try to run it here, and it's nothing. Wow, great play. Christie held onto the football, but they had so many Central defensive linemen right there, and now it's 4th down once again. So 4th down, every single time East Brunswick has been on 4th down, they've went for it. We'll see if they go for it again. By the looks of it, Christie's not in. It looks like they're going to punt it. Or maybe they don't. I'm not sure what the call is here. So we'll see what they do when they talk things over. 6:30 left to play in this 3rd quarter. Yeah, and they are going to punt it, yes, because the punt returner for Central is lined up in punt position. So for the first time this game, it looks like the Bears are going to punt it here. Whistle blown. There is a flag on the play. And that's going to be on East Brunswick, so that's not good. It backs up East Brunswick even more and maybe allows Central to get in good field position for a punt return. A delay of game for East Brunswick did not get the snap off in time on the punt. That backs him up more. East Brunswick punts it. And they're going to let it bounce at about the 35, 36-yard line.
So I'm here with Caden Brandt, one of this year's Homecoming royalties. Caden, how does it feel to be nominated and won the Homecoming royalty this year?
It feels great, especially to represent something I love so much. I love this school, my friends, this community, so it's great in my final year here. Go Central.
Great. Back to you.
And we're back here. It's the third quarter, 6:01 left. Central on offense after Bridgewater could not convert. Ball's in the 32. Cella hands it off to Valise. Valise, decent run there, gets a couple of yards. Valise has had a lot of yards today, and they've been doing the same thing they always do. They just keep handing off to Valise. Valise has a workhorse carry. There's really not a running back two on this Central team. We see Jenenkazi sometimes come in, but he'll usually come in for one play. Maybe if Xavier Artiega was here, it would have been a dual threat with him and Valise, but it's just Valise. And he's been getting the workload, and he's been doing good.
Yeah, like you said, it's been working. Valise has been playing this whole game, working the clock, and playing for Hunterdon Central's great offensive game.
Deep pass, and it's going to be intercepted by East Brunswick. Wow, but there is a flag. Was going to say there looked like some friction on the receiving and DB. For now, it's a pick, but it looks like the flag might be on the Bears, but maybe it's not. I think the flag's actually going to be on Hunterdon Central.
It looked like a late hit there from number 12 there for the Red Devils. He already was on the ground with that interception, and a late hit there for the Red Devils.
Yeah, Cello was under pressure, and he just threw it up, and it wasn't really the best ball towards the receiver. That results in a pick for East Brunswick, and that's another big break for East Brunswick. East Brunswick has the ball once again. They've been having the ball a lot, but they haven't been doing anything with it as of late, so they need to do something here.
Yeah, so like I said, personal foul there. Late hit there for the Red Devils, number 12.
Yep, that's 5 picks on the year now for Drew Cella. He has 11 passing touchdowns now, though, so an 11-5 ratio. So the ball's on around the 42. So now East Brunswick will have it. They another big break, and they look to make it 14-7. Christie hands it off. Nope, doesn't hand it off. Fakes the handoff. Good fake there. Munoz gets a couple, second and short. We've seen Munoz in the past game a couple of times where they motion him, and then he gets the catch for a lot. So gain of 6, so second down now for the Bears.
Another fake handoff there for East Brunswick. We saw that all the first half, especially that first quarter. Since Christie's back in now, you wonder if you're going to see that a lot more, and I have a prediction that they are definitely going to see that a lot more. Yep.
It's now 2nd and 4 after the Munoz catch. They motion it here. And that's going to be a first down for the East Brunswick Bears. That is number 26, Cam Vick, on the motion, gets the first down, and East Brunswick moves the chains. So a motion by Cam Vick allows East Brunswick to get the first down. Cam Vick goes off after the first down. Clock is ticking. Another fast-paced third quarter. 4 minutes left to play. First and 10 now. Ball at the 30. Christie's going to hand it off. And a gain of only a couple. That was to Judine on the run. Stays on his feet, but went down. Gave about 2-3. So second down now for East Brunswick. That was a run to Farouk to Judine. Only a couple on there. Clock's still ticking, 3:20. East Brunswick, what they've been liking to do is they've been just slowing the clock. They've been making the clock faster. Their clock management has been very good. They gave up the entire first quarter, and the clock is now ticking on their offense. Christie screen pass here, and that's complete. That was to number 17, Elijah Boza. And it looks like Boza's just going to be short, so the screen pass. We haven't really been seeing a lot of deep passes from East Brunswick. It's been a lot of these screen passes, and they've been working in East Brunswick's favor, but have not really seen a deep ball yet.
Yeah, and I feel like that's part of that clock management that we were talking about. This third quarter has been moving really, really quickly along with the first and the second. I think that's due to the fact that East Brunswick has been focusing on that run game and along with that short pass game.
3rd and 1 for the Bears. And Christie's going to run with it on his own. Can he get it? He's down. It looks like he's just short. No, he's not going to be. I believe he got it. Yeah, he did. Barely getting it, though. Christie on the run. We've seen Christie run it a lot. So now that keeps East Brunswick on the field. 2 minutes left to play in this third. The clock keeps ticking. Central's defensive line has been solid in the run game, but they could not stop Christie there on that last play. This ball's in the 20 now. First down. Christie drops back, has pressure, deep shot here, overthrown. Under pressure there. It was intended for Munoz. Munoz had a good look, but couldn't get it because the pressure that was given to Christie results in a second down.
One of the first touchdown passes we've seen by Christie there. Most of them have just been short passes, like we've said before, screen passes, and they've been working, but they've been running that clock out really low. East Brunswick hasn't had a lot of opportunities at the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Christie looks like motioned it. He did. He motioned it to number 24. Gabriel Marquez could not get anything. He loses yards. It's now 3rd and long. So loss of 2, 3rd and 12 now. And just what we've been seeing, East Brunswick's been getting so many breaks. They've been getting a lot of opportunities on offense, but they haven't got anything. Now 3rd and 12. Have to think they're going to pass here, and hopefully it works for them. Third and 12. Christie drops back. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete. Nowhere near the receiver. It's now 4th down for the Bears once again. It'll be interesting to see if they go for this.
Just under a minute left in the third quarter, and like we've said before, a relatively quickly third quarter along with the first and the second. A lot of running and a lot of short passes. Not a lot of touchdown attempts so far in this third quarter.
Yeah, and they're going to stay on the field. They will go for this. A touchdown will make it 14-7. Christie coming back onto the field. This is a team that's been struggling with East Brunswick. In their last 3 seasons, including this one, they've only got 3 wins. Had 1 win for the last 2 seasons and 1 now, so they definitely want to get back on track. Munoz is motioned. Christie drops back. Immediate pressure from the Red Devils. It's a deep shot, and it's caught. Wow, what a grab there by number 14, Felix Munoz, over the DB and gets the first down. That's just a great catch by Felix Munoz and a great play for the Bears, and now they're in great territory. So Felix Munoz, a star receiver for the Bears, had 14 catches, 216 yards, and 3 touchdowns going into this game. A great grab, not a touchdown, just short, but a great grab over the DB. And that was great coverage, too. That was just all skill by Munoz.
Yeah, you can't really complain there. Hunterdon Central's defense was on it, but East Brunswick was just way too powerful for them, and Munoz was just really athletic there. You wonder if Hunterdon Central's defense, the defensive line, is going to step in here, prevent the pass.
Final 20 seconds. East Brunswick trying to get a touchdown. Christie's going to run for it, and he's not going to get it. Good stoppage by Quinn Fisher. And number 25, number 25 for the Red Devils, Jaden Kazi. Fisher and Kazi both stop it, and that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. A scoreless third quarter. Cello throwing the pick. East Brunswick's in good range. East Brunswick is on the verge of scoring a touchdown, but it's a scoreless, fast-paced third quarter. Lucas, what did you like from both teams?
I like the fact that Hunterdon Central's defense was still in the game. They're able to step in whenever they need to, and then Christie is back there. He's passing a lot more, which you love to see. More excitement in the game, you could almost say. A lot of great plays there from the defense on Hunterdon Central. You hope to see more in the fourth quarter.
I just want to say I voted for you.
From offense and defense.
And we will be right back.
What? I'm here with Ryan Miller, the winner of Homecoming Royalty. Ryan, how does it feel to win Homecoming Royalty this year?
I mean, it feels great, you know. This school is really great, this school community. I do a lot of activities, so to be recognized for that. And, you know, I made so many great friendships, relationships, you know. I value all the people around me, so to know that I made, like, a positive impact on those people, it's really just great, you know. I'm so honored. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Back to you.
And we're back for the fourth quarter. East Brunswick in goal line territory, trying to make this 14-7. A great catch by Munoz to get it to where they are now, 2nd and 5. On the goal line, East Brunswick trying to get back into this game. And he's going to try to run, but almost got a sack by Szymanski. Christie's still on his feet, somehow avoiding all these defenders. Finally goes down, but a great effort by Christie doesn't result in a loss of yardage, at least not a lot. Szymanski had him wrapped up, but somehow Christie able to get out of it. So now a 3rd and 5 for the Bears. That's actually a loss of 1, it looks to be. Either way, it could have been a loss of much more, but Christie able to get out of that potential Szymanski sack. That would have been 2 sacks for Szymanski on the day. Big play here for the Bears. Obviously, you have to think they're going to go for it if they don't get it here, but you want to get it here and then avoid the pressure of a 4th down goal line play. So now Christie drops back. Christie's pass, no good. That goes out of bounds. That was way off.
Christie had a lot of pressure there from Preston Szymanski, one of the best defensive linemen out on the field, taking Tyler Sook's spot, doing a fantastic job out there. Already has a sack on the day. Szymanski put the pressure on and wasn't allowing Christie to get any looks out into the end zone.
Yeah, Szymanski been a great player this entire season. Now 4th and 6 for East Brunswick. If they don't convert, this would be the 2nd time they don't get anything on the goal line. And that just would be a very good look for Central's D-line, just being able to create pressure when it matters most. 4th and 6 for the Bears. Christie's going to drop back. He's going to try to run for it. Christie has room. Can he get it? No, he's not going to get it. He's just short. Central's defense coming up clutch at the goal line once again, and it will remain 14-0 Red Devils. The Red Devils D-line and defense in general doing a phenomenal job, and now the offense comes back onto the field.
That's almost the same thing we saw in the first quarter when the defensive line was able to stop him 4 times. Hunterdon Central's defensive line able to stop him many, many times right there, able to get the stop, get the ball back.
So now Central's going to have very bad field positioning on the offensive side. They now have the whole field to go, so it's going to be hard for Central, but just a great stop by the defense either way, and just a bad luck for East Brunswick. You're on the goal line twice. This could be a 14-14 game, but it's not. Now it's 14-0 thanks to the defense from the Red Devils. So now it's on the 2-yard line, Hunterdon Central. The whole field to go. They're going to hand it off to Valise. Valise gets a couple. Good run by Valise. Few yards for Valise, and you definitely want to run the ball here if you're Hunterdon Central. You don't want to risk passing and get a safety. So second and a couple now. Central still have most of the field to go. It's going to be a handoff to Valise once again. He's not going to get anything there. So third down here for the Red Devils. Valise gets 2 runs in a row. First one gets about 5. Second could not get much. So didn't lose any there. 3rd and 5. Oh, 3rd and 3, excuse me. Gain of 2. So Valise gets a 2-yard gain there. 3rd and 3. 3rd and short here. See if they can hand it off once again. And they're going to hand it off to Valise. Valise runs, and it's going to be short. Can he get it here? And it will be good. First down for Valise. Valise once again doing a phenomenal job, and that's a first down, and Central keeps it moving. And that can allow to open up the pass game. You're not all the way backed up now, so you can allow Central to get more. So now first down, the ball's in the 14. Still have a lot of the field to go. 9 minutes left to play in this fourth. Cella's going to hand it off to Valise once again. Valise gets a couple, and a flag is thrown. So flag is thrown on the play here.
Hunterdon Central taking advantage of Valise. Definitely a great opportunity to work down the clock. Just under 9 minutes left. We're already worked in 7 minutes because of Valise. Definitely a great opportunity to replicate the first quarter where East Brunswick kept the ball for the entire first quarter.
Yeah, and if you're Hunterdon Central, you want to chew the clock down here. You want to just chew down as much time as possible. You're already up 14-0. You want to keep this slow. I wouldn't be shocked if they just kept handing it off. So 8:53 now. 1st and 10. It's a pass to Valise on a crucial drop there. You gotta hold on to that if you're Valise. It's a second down. That's an easy grab, and sometimes those don't work out. But as a football player, you gotta catch that. So that will result in a 2nd and 10. No gain, no loss. The ball's on the 26-yard line. A great grab there by James Mongo to allow a first down. James Mongo, a great game he's having, had that deep touchdown pass and now has another first down. Mongo keeps the chains moving for a first down. Ball in the 42 now. Cella looks back. Pass is too high in the air. That was intended for number 12 on the play. That was Devin Marrero intended for the pass. That cannot be caught. So, 2nd down now.
Cella just had too much pressure there. Threw it a little bit too high. Not enough time in the box.
Marrero, haven't seen much from the receiving game, but starting on the offense is able to step up when needed. They're going to hands off to Valise here on second down. Valise bursting through defenders. Still on his feet. What a run by Valise. Has room ahead of him. Can he get there? Jukes past two more defenders and finally goes down. A run by Valise where you thought he was going to be taken down and keeps going. Gets past so many defenders, and that's what Valise does best, is just able to burst through so many people. And now a first down. Central's in really good field range.
Valise just representing his athleticism, able to burst through, countless defenders, Brad. He was able to burst through so many of them. It was like every single one of them, you're like, oh, here he goes. He's going to go down. But he didn't. He stayed on his feet. He moved all the way down the field, giving Hunterdon Central great field range.
Now a first down on the 26-yard line, on East Brunswick's 26-yard line. Cella's going to drop back. It's a deep shot. Vasquez is wide open, but it's overthrown. That was a wide open Vasquez. That would have been his second touchdown of the game, and he had it right there, but a bit too overthrown for Cella, and that results in a second down. That's a shame because Vasquez had no one near him. That would have been an easy catch. Vasquez already has one of the night. That would have been two. Just an unfortunate play there. However, only second down. They still have much more plays to work with. Cella hands it off to Valise. Valise gets a couple on the third down now. And you have to think, if Central doesn't get it, they could potentially go for a field goal because now you have a kicker in Michael Lukaszewski who can kick far. So if they don't get this third down, we could see a field goal here, which is something we haven't seen a lot from the Red Devils.
In last game, Lukaszewski had a 24-yard field goal, which is pretty good for high school.
Yeah, very good for high school.
He definitely has the opportunity to move his field goal range back farther.
So now it's third down. Valise with a couple on the gain. Offense talking things over. The clock is stopped right now at 7:06. It looks like there's a penalty. I think Valise had an illegal motion, one of the players on Central. So they back up now 3rd and 10 for the Red Devils.
It was from the side, Judge. My guess was it.
So now a loss of 5. Well, it was a loss of 4. It's second down still for the Red Devils. Cella, screen pass to Vasquez, gets past one and gets past a couple. And he's going to be a little short. It's like 2nd and 15, so that was a loss of a little bit. But now it's third down. Good catch by Vasquez there. Vasquez has a couple of catches on the night, one of them resulting in a touchdown. And now it's 3rd and 10 for the Red Devils. That was a gain of 5 by Vasquez, and now they're right where they left off.
A really long drive here for the Red Devils. First started off with Valise, and now switching back to Cella. He's had a bunch of great passes, especially to that one to Mongo, able to move down the field, and that Velez run.
6 minutes left in this game. 3rd and 10 for the Red Devils on offense. Cella drops back. Looking for receivers. He's got one there. There's Devin Marrero. Marrero has room to run with. Can he get there? No, but a great play by Devin Marrero. Looks like he had the touchdown for a sec, but a great first down. That brings Central even more into the goal line range. And a great catch by Marrero. Central still on offense. It's this Devin Marrero's first catch on the night. Had a targeted catch for him earlier, could not get a little too high. That's his first catch of the game. So now 1st and goal for the Red Devils. The ball's on the 7-yard line. Handoff to Valise. Hasn't had a touchdown yet. Does he get it? He's just short, but a great run by Valise, and that's going to put him at least the 2 or 1 yard line. 2nd and goal. Ball's on the 2-yard line now, so Central has only 2 more yards to go. After the Valise run, it looks like they're going to try to push Cella in here. You see the motion. And that's what they're going to try to do. Cella pushing him in, and he's in. Touchdown Central to go up 20-0. That is his second rushing touchdown of the game. Drew Cella, and now a 20-0 lead for the Red Devils. And Lucas, Central is seeming to run away with this game.
That's his second rushing touchdown on the year. Cella able to do it all, especially with that run game and passing game. Lots of great passes today. Able to move downfield. That was a really long drive there for Central. That's what you wanted to see, run out that clock. Started off with Valise, had a couple of great passes there from Cella, able to pass it off to Valise again and move downfield even farther. Great drive there from the Red Devils.
Now the extra point here. This would make it a 21-0 game. Extra point is through, and that's good. So a 21-0 game, and we will be right back. We're back here. Central just scored a touchdown. Cella with a tush push, his second rushing touchdown of the year. Now 5:20 to work with. Central up 21-0. East Brunswick's going to be on offense now, but they got to go quick because you're down 21-0 with only 5 minutes to work with. You're going to have to go quick. You're going to have to onside kick. You're going to have to do a lot here. Kickoff's up. And East Brunswick's going to return it here. And goes to about the 25, so out comes East Brunswick's offense, led by quarterback number 10, Sean Christie.
East Brunswick needs a lot here. They need to move down the field and move down the field really fast in order to get anything started. They have 5:15 left on the clock. They still have a couple timeouts left. Maybe use those to their advantage, but East Brunswick needs a lot of luck and a lot of mistakes from Hunterdon Central's defense.
Now 5:15 East Brunswick has to work with. Gotta hurry up here. Gotta go fast. Ball on the 19-yard line. Christie drops back. Pass is caught by Munoz for a good gain. Second and short now. Munoz, East Brunswick's best receiver tonight, has had some really good catches. Had that one catch to put him at the goal line. That one is complete, so now a second and short here for the Bears. Out of bounds, the clock stops. Second and 4 here now for the Bears. Christie drops back once again, has pressure. Pass is no good by Munoz. I don't think Munoz saw that ball coming to him. Just a little miscommunication there. So now third down. So Munoz had the first catch, was intended for the other one, did not get it.
Yeah, like you said, Christie is just focusing on passing off to Munoz. We haven't seen a lot of other receivers on the East Brunswick half. Munoz is one of those guys that Hunterdon Central has had their eye on this whole game.
So third and 4 now, ball on the 26. Munoz is motioned. Hands it off here to Judy, and he gets nothing. Stuff there. Fourth down. You have to think the Bears are going to go for it here. It's do or die at this point, 21-0. That run incomplete. It's now fourth down for the Bears. 4th and 2. Ball on the 27. East Brunswick desperately needs a first down here. It's a motion here to Munoz. Can Munoz get it? And the ball is out, but I think the ball was The play was complete before the ball went out, so that's not going to be a fumble. Did Munoz get it is the question, and he did. The refs are signaling it, so a first down after a motion to Munoz, and Bridgewater keeps the chains moving. And they're going to hurry up here, obviously. Down 21-0, you got to hurry up. 4 minutes left to play. Christie's going to drop back. Pass here is no good. Kazi on the coverage, but there's a flag, and that's going to be on Jaden Kazi. It's going to be a pass interference flag. Holding a little too much on Munoz, so East Brunswick will move the chains forward.
East Brunswick wants to see a lot more of those flags. A well-deserved flag there for the Red Devils. Unfortunately, just too much covering there on the defensive half. East Brunswick wants to see a lot more flags moving further and further down the field with the clock stopped.
100%. 3:57 now. The clock stops in East Brunswick favor off the Jaden Kazi flag. So now 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line for East Brunswick. Christie's going to drop back once again. Pass is caught there for a bit of a gain. It's Gabriel Marquez on the catch for a 2nd and short. Eight-yard gain, and Bridgewater's going to have to keep moving. East Brunswick's going to have to keep moving. 2nd and 3, Christie drops back. Pass is intercepted. Oh, looks like an interception, barely an interception. Kazi looked like he had a hand on it, but did not get the pick. Good coverage there by Kazi, 3rd and 3. Third and 3 for the East Brunswick Bears. And whistle stopped. Some issues here. And now play will resume. 3rd and 2 for the Bears. Christie's going to drop back once again. The pass is caught there for the first down grab. That is number 11, Nathan Charleston. So East Brunswick keeps it moving. We're seeing the passing game open up very much. This is the most they passed on any single drive. You got to pass now, considering you're down 21-0. And the clock's still going. 3:26 left to play. Once again, Christie drops back. Deep shot here, and it was dropped. Turned his whole body, number 24, Gabriel Marquez. Hard catch when you turn your whole body, but that was a catchable pass, and he drops it. That would have been a huge play for East Brunswick, but now 2nd and 10. The clock stops with 3:16 left. The last two meetings between Central and East Brunswick, they've been tied at 1-1. In the latest meeting against these two teams, East Brunswick won 20-12 on October 15, 2021. So they haven't played for 3 years until now. 2nd and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Christie's going to drop back. His pass here is intercepted for the Red Devils. The ref even goes down. There's pressure, and Christie throws a pick to Hunterdon Central. That was Casey Kingsley, his 2nd pick on the season. Someone that's really stepped up on the year. Going into this game, he had 13 tackles and a pick. He now adds to 2nd pick of the year. And Christie just under pressure throws up a deep shot, and Kingsley picks it off, and that really seals the deal as if it wasn't sealed enough.
Yep, Hunterdon Central just going to run it here. They're going to pass it off to Valise a couple more times, then eventually be able to kneel it. Hunterdon Central coming out with the win, hopefully here today.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Central has it up 21-0. Cello's going to look. It's a deep shot here to Vasquez, and Vasquez catches it and has all the room ahead of him. His 2nd touchdown of the game. Nick Vasquez makes it 27-0. A deep shot to just add more to the scoreboard. Vasquez, 26-0. Central on fire. Nick Vasquez with 2 touchdowns on the game. Now that makes up for that one overthrown pass in the end zone. A deep shot. Vasquez didn't see it coming at first. He turns his head, sees the ball right there, has all green ahead of him, gets the touchdown, and now a 27-0 game. An extra point here makes it 28-0 for the Red Devils. Extra point up for Peniagua, and that's good. So a 28-0 game now for the Red Devils. Nick Vasquez on the deep shot has 2 touchdowns on the game now, and that on the season is now 6 touchdowns for the junior. 28-0 with 2:59 to work, and if you're East Brunswick, you just need a touchdown. You need something at this point to get on the board.
Vasquez there. Talk about a definition of sealed the deal. Really closes it out here with just under 3 minutes left. Vasquez, great offensive play there, just getting wide open. Chella, great eye, looking downfield. Vasquez puts 2 touchdowns up on the board for him, making it 28-0 with just under 3 minutes left.
Yeah, now East Brunswick, at this point, you need something. You need a touchdown, you need a field goal, you just need points on the board if you're the Bears. So now kickoff here for the Red Devils. Peniagua kicks it off. Kickoff is up for the Red Devils. East Brunswick catches it. They're going to return it. Still on his feet. Still has room to run. It's number 24, Gabriel Marquis on the return. He goes down. Out comes East Brunswick, and they got to hurry. They got to get something. You're down 28-0. Chances of you winning are very low. You still got to go out there, give it your best shot, and try. So out comes the East Brunswick offense, once again led by number 10, Sean Christie, the quarterback. First and 10, the ball's on the 32 for East Brunswick. Christie drops back. His pass is going to be caught. Good catch there by number 17, Elijah Boza. Was covered really well by Kazi, but was able to get past it and get that catch for a first down. Clock is still going. East Brunswick has to hurry it up. Christie drops back. Slings the pass. That was intended once again for Boza. Can't get it. Just a little too high of a throw there by Christie. And that is now a second down for the Bears. Clock stops in their favor. Second and 10. Ball at the 43. Christie drops back. Second and 10. Passes up high. And it's incomplete. Almost a pick and then almost a catch. That was intended for Munoz. Can't get it. Matt Smith was on the coverage there. Had a hand up. Couldn't get it though. So now third and 10. And Central secondary just really stepped up tonight. You had a couple of good catches, but guys like Matt Smith, Casey Kingsley have just been doing a great job for this secondary. Christie drops back on third and 10. Passes up and it's caught. It looks like it might be just short though for number 24, Gabriel Marquis. And he's just short of the first down, so good job by the Central defense. The clock still moves. Obviously, East Brunswick going to go for it here. Christie looks to his right, and that's caught by Munoz. So East Brunswick keeps it moving. Offensive drive not over yet. First and 10, ball at the 42. Christie's pass is caught here by Boza. Boza has a lot of green ahead of him, and a good catch there by number 17, Elijah Boza, and East Brunswick gets another first down. So first down, the chains keep moving for the Bears. Deep shot, and it's, wow, I think he didn't get it. He had a hand on it, Elijah Boza, but he could not get it. So an incomplete deep ball pass, a minute and 25 now left to go. They've been targeting Boza a lot on this final drive. 3rd and 1 for the East Brunswick Bears. Christie's going to hand it off. No, he's not. He's going to fake the handoff, and he has plenty of room. Great run by Max Christie, and East Brunswick keeps it moving. They got to keep going, but Christie's done a great job in the running game. Clock is stopped. Looks like, no, clock keeps going. Yeah, I thought East Brunswick called timeout for a sec, but the clock is moving. East Brunswick's got to hurry up here. Minute left to play. East Brunswick, 1st and 10. Looking to just get a touchdown. Christie's going to hand it off here to Judine. Good run there. Looks like just short of first. Clock keeps moving. 40 seconds at this point. East Brunswick trying to get anything. 2nd and 4 now. Christie hands it off to Tajudine, and Tajudine just short. East Brunswick first down, 20 seconds left to play in the game. 26 seconds. And a whistle blown. It looks like East Brunswick has called a timeout, and they do. So obviously Central is going to win this game, but East Brunswick does not want it to be scoreless. They want to try to get something on the board and make this a 28-7 game. And this is a big win for Central because going into next week, you have Ridge at home, but that is a very good Ridge team. A Ridge team that beat Phillipsburg, who we lost to. So it's going to be very hard against Ridge, but Central, a big statement win here, 28-0 against East Brunswick, but this Ridge team is much more skilled. So Central defense coming back onto the field. Central trying to get a shutout. East Brunswick trying to get on the board. "26 seconds left in the game. Christie's going to fake the handoff to the Judine. Pass is caught by Munoz, and that is a touchdown. East Brunswick. Felix Munoz with the grab, his 4th touchdown of the year, and East Brunswick will not lose scoreless. They will go on the board to make it 28-6, and it looks like they're probably going to go for 2 here to make it 28-8.
East Brunswick just hoping to get as many points on the board as possible, just way too late. In the 4th quarter with under a minute left, their offense really sparked, able to move down the field really quickly. Hunterdon Central's defense just saving their energy for next week against Ridge. Hunterdon Central able to get the win here, but unhappy that we let up a touchdown. Still not that big of a deal. East Brunswick just hoping to get more points on the board.
Now the 2-point conversion here for East Brunswick. This will make it a 28-8 game with 22 seconds left. Christie's not going to, no, he's going to be lined by quarterback, talking to his receiver, number 12, Arav Batra. Christie. Pass is caught once again by Munoz. So Munoz with a touchdown and a 2-point grab. And East Brunswick is on the board with another 2-point conversion. That makes it 28-8 Hunterdon Central with 22 seconds left. Central's going to get the ball back. Obviously, I think East Brunswick will go for the onside kick for any hope, but Hunterdon Central, if they get the ball, they're going to kneel it out. So that was caught by Felix Munoz. He had both a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. He now has 4 touchdowns on the year. Christie now has 6 touchdown passes. He did throw the interception, so he has a 6-to-10 ratio on the year now. Cella now has 12 passing touchdowns, and he has 5 interceptions, so a 12-5 ratio for Cella. Obviously, Vasquez catching 2 touchdowns. Mongo had the 1. Valise also having a good game. No touchdowns, but he's been a very big contributor. He's contributed very well to this Red Devils offense. As we await the kickoff here, East Brunswick for the first time this game will kick it off. Second time, technically. And East Brunswick is going to fall to 1-5 on the season. Central's going to go up to 4-2, so 1-5 and 4-2 for both teams. Kickoff is up for East Brunswick. It's a low kickoff. I believe that's Casey Kingsley who's going to return it. It is. Still is on his feet and goes out of bounds. A good return there. 14 seconds. And if you're Hunterdon Central, you kneel this. There's no point in doing anything. You either run it or kneel it. There's no need.
Either way, Hunterdon Central able to get the win here against East Brunswick. Definitely able to keep the momentum alive, especially with Cella passing. He was doing a fantastic job out there to Vasquez especially. Vasquez had a fantastic game on offense, had 2 touchdowns. Fantastic job by Vasquez and, of course, by his partner, Andrew Cella.
And the defense for Central just came up so huge 2 times in a row. East Brunswick is on the goal line. Looked like they were going to get touchdowns, and no. The Central defensive line forcing pressure, the secondary coming up clutch. Just an all-around great performance on both sides of the ball from the Red Devils. The offense comes back onto the field in kneel formation, it looks like. All Cella needs to do is take one kneel, and he does. So the clock ticks down to the final 10 seconds, and high school football on a Saturday, 4:30. Central comes out on top against East Brunswick. Red Devils over Bears, 28-8. Vasquez 2 touchdowns caught. Mongo with 1. Valise and Cella both playing well. The defense coming up clutch as well. Central will go to 4-2 going into Ridge next week. And as for East Brunswick, they go to 1-5. But Central, 2 wins in a row after 2 losses in a row. Went from 2-0 to 2-2 to 4-2. Lucas, just a great win for Central.
Hunterdon Central, fantastic job out there. Able to make a statement out there against East Brunswick. Want to get that win against Ridge next week. Getting that win against Ridge will probably end Ridge's season, at least slow it down. Hunterdon Central get the momentum back into the game, maybe even move on to states.
Yeah, great win for Central. They will now go up against Ridge next week, and we will be back.
I'm here with Nick Vasquez. So Nick, take me through your 2 touchdowns today. What were you thinking? What were you feeling?
Honestly, the last one felt great. I had a slow go before that. It drew over through me, but I don't know. I kept my head up. They gave me another shot and I executed. The first one, just went to make a play, stayed patient, and it happened.
How does it feel to be now 4-2 and heading off into the playoffs strong?
Feels great. I mean, I hope we keep the ball rolling. Hope for a good season.
Thank you. Back to you.
Great job by Grace on the interviews today. Great job by all the Karen people and everyone a part of HCTV. A great win for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils here, 28-8 next week. We're back home again against Ridge, and we will see you soon for more HCTV coverage. Thank you for watching.